What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Doobie Den, and tonight it is Friday night, so you know what that means. It is Rev X's Wrestling Review. I'm your co-host, Buddha. With me, as always, MJ Hat, and man, did we have a week of wrestling, bruh.
I mean, look, Raw was off the charts this week. As a matter of fact, top story, guys, Maxine Dupree. Oh my God. This chick's on fire, dude. Like, I'm sure Becky made her look really good, okay? But let's be honest. Did anybody see that coming?
Nobody's seen that coming. Nobody's seen that coming. Come on now. But
that's improvement.
Oh yeah, that's shit. That's a lot of work in the Performance Center. Maxine, give you your props, girl.
So let's start this thing off right as we always do. Raw this week was from Dallas, Texas, and Roman opened the show, interrupted by Bronson Reed. And apparently, and I wanted to touch on this, Bronson Reed is the number one, never lost a single Australian street fight. I'm a little confused. Has Bronson Reed ever been in an Australian street fight?
Well, yeah, exactly. That's the better question. Like, tell me how an Australian street fight differs from any other damn street fight they have. So,
I mean, I thought the Shula Fala was ridiculous. So let's just say an Australian street fight. That's too far. So we're getting that tomorrow. That's one of the matches we'll be predicting later. We got a backstage segment with Adam Pearce and Asuka where she tells Pearce to make Kairi versus Io. Pearce leaves and Kairi comes into here. She has to face Io, doesn't want to. So Asuka slaps her and reminds her, she has to listen to Asuka. What are your thoughts on Asuka?
Asuka slapped the piss out of her. Like it wasn't no baby tap. No, hold on. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it's doing an audio check.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm not sure what they're trying to do with Asuka. I don't know if she's supposed to be like the hierarchy of the Japanese women wrestling in WWE. But I will say that I believe Io's had a better career than Asuka has. Asuka had a wonderful career in NXT, undefeated the whole time, vacated the title to go to WWE, and started facing better talent. NXT is a developmental brand, okay? I'm not taking anything away from NXT. But, like, Asuka was way ahead of her class when it came to it, just being honest. However, she was not ready for that initial jump to WWE. She slipped a little bit and then finally found her footing. But this shit they're doing with her now, out the window, guys.
What are you looking for? Oh, the legs? Okay. Sorry. Speaking of, let's talk about the Maxine Dupree bit here. Maxine defeated Becky Lynch in a one-on-one via countout. Now, at first, that doesn't sound like anything special, right? The fact of the matter is, this match was back and forth. It was all over the place. There was bumps to the outside, reversal after reversal. It's everything you wanted in your Intercontinental Women's title picture. The look on Becky's face, can you describe that, Buddha? Can you describe how she felt?
You're talking about the defeat? Oh, that's simple. Oh. That's what happens when you get so cocky that you forget what you're doing. And that's exactly, she could not have made a better face. She could not have acted that out any better than she did. That was probably some of the most solid selling from a wrestler I've seen in a good minute.
Well, she genuinely looked embarrassed.
Yeah, and rightfully so. Like, she was so fucking cocky that she forgot there was a 10 count. Guess what happens if you miss that 10 count? You lose. You just gave a victory to somebody that, just on paper didn't deserve it. Okay? On paper. Oh, cool. However, like you said earlier, she proved herself well in this match. And that victory was a well-earned victory in my eyes.
Here's my question, okay? And we're going to come back around to this. Because we're dealing with Maxine Dupree now, what happened to AJ Lee?
It's a good question. Nobody knows. Like, we touched on this last night when we were discussing a few things for the show. And, maybe you're right. Maybe it was a one and done. But I can't see the reasoning behind her grabbing the title, circling around, holding on to it for a minute. I can't see there being any reason for that not to go somewhere.
If I might be so bold, I'm going to predict that Becky does indeed fight Maxine Dupree for the Intercontinental title, but she retains. I see AJ Lee as a potential Becky Lynch opponent for Mania.
Okay.
Just my thoughts.
I could see where you're going with that, but my question would be, why wait that long? Why have a comeback and then wait 6 months to have that match?
That's a good point.
Does it?
She wasn't that rusty.
So. No, she actually done really solid in that match. What do you guys think? Hit us up in the chat, let us know. But I thought it was a solid match.
Speaking of the chat, guys, I do need to go ahead and let you know that pinned at the top of the chat is !stage. It is a link to come directly to the stage and have a conversation with Buddha and myself regarding the WWE or any wrestling news out there. This is your time to shine. Please come up and talk to us.
Yeah, come give us a chat, guys. No, there's no judgment here. We are wrestling fans just as well as any other person that might be. That's what we want to do. We just want to chat with some wrestling.
And please, we take all comers. So we got a backstage segment with the Usos and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, he's got his eyes on Jimmy this week, doesn't he?
A little bit.
So I don't think little Roman is good either.
I can't say I can't say I disagree with you.
I think that we're going to see Jimmy come up against the tribal chief at some point because of this interaction. Just my thoughts.
So basically, they're just flipping the script of what they done the first time around.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Instead of Jimmy being the crony that does everything for Roman, now it's Jay that's going to be the one that does everything for Roman.
Is that not originally how Jay became a single star?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm a little more excited about what we have to talk about later. But anyway, Continue.
We're getting there. Roxanne Perez defeated Lyra Valkyria after outside interference. Both teams fought backstage and had to be separated. That was just, they interrupted something, didn't they?
They interrupted an interview or something like that. But
Bailey.
Yeah.
Bailey is the root of this entire debacle with Judgment Day. And I think I want to see her land at some point somewhere in between Hugger Bailey and Role Model Bailey, like a hugger that's an asshole, or a role model that hugs. I don't know.
Let's go with the hugger that's an asshole. Because that just sounds, it's like, oh, you suck. Here, let me give you a hug to make you feel better, though.
That's funny.
Like going the other way wouldn't really help much. But the first way, the hugging asshole thing, yeah, I could get behind that. That'd be hilarious.
The CM Punk segment was next, where he come out. He said he should be the champion. He's interrupted by LA Knight. LA says it's his turn. Jey Uso comes out after his Roman pep talk and says he's got next. So this all breaks down, and Jay ends up super kicking Punk. Or no, I'm sorry. Jimmy ends up super kicking Punk after Punk. Wait a minute. Jay super kick Knight.
There you go.
Punk pushes Jimmy.
Yep.
And knocks Jay down.
There you go.
And then Jimmy super kicks Punk. Sorry.
There you go.
It
was so clusterfucked that it was like it happened so quickly that I was trying to type the best I could just to make sure I got everything in there, but like it felt like such a thrown together segment. It did set up for a tag team match later in the night though between the Usos and CM Punk and LA Knight, and that'll be interesting when we get to that.
We got an Io Sky promo, says she's going to win at Crown Jewel. Kairi Sane defeats Io Sky with help from Asuka. After the match, the Kabuki Warriors attack because Rhea wasn't there.
Yeah, Rhea wasn't there this week.
Rhea had gone on ahead to Perth to do media, if memory serves, is what I said on the show.
Yeah.
Your ABCs. Let's see. They do the second part of the Cody and Seth vignette, if you will. Sorry, let me get him. There you go. Heyman tells Seth if he loses it at Crown Jewel, then he basically loses everything. This segment, let's talk about that for just a second.
I want to quote one thing on this, okay?
Please.
And it is how he says it. And he says, I may mess this quote up, so I'm not going to officially quote it. But he says, if you lose to Cody, I have to ask myself, if I made the right decision picking you over Roman Reigns. That sentence, okay? That part of that prologue or that monologue, that part was the most felt part of that whole speech. And it was meant for... Yes, sir.
Can I say that I don't like the idea that Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes' entire storyline is based around Roman Reigns. I think that that's poor narrating choices. I do think that they're going to put on a hell of a show at Crown Jewel. I honestly believe that. Well, I'm just going to say it. I'm a Cody guy. And then we'll talk about it later. But I think Seth's going to take this. I think he's going to take it and run with it, because if he loses the vision.
And I don't think they've built it the way they have to have it drop that quick, you know?
Me neither, man. Me neither. Another backstage segment with the Usos. Roman tells Jimmy if he really wants to help his brother, step out of the way. It's a good quote.
It's a good quote.
6-man tag. AJ Styles, Dragon Lee, and Penta pick up the victory over Judgment Day when Rusev came out and scared Dom. So, leading AJ to hit the Styles Clash on JD McDonough for the win. That match, I didn't watch all that match because I'm not going to lie to you. I got bored.
What's up, Benny? How you doing, bud? Dude, I cannot wait to have that stream deck, because when we get people in here, you best fucking believe I'm going to I'm going to hit some fucking buttons. Let's go, baby.
The main event saw LA Knight and CM Punk defeat the Usos after Punk hits the GTS on Jay and Knight steals the pin. I mean, you know.
Just heading to basketball practice. I mean, basketball. Yeah. He's in Canada. It's like 7:30 at night. So, yeah, I see that. Well, I hope you have a good time at basketball practice, and bomb some threes for me.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, Vinny. Let's see. That pretty much does it for Raw. What was your thoughts on Raw as a whole?
Raw was a solid. It was better than last week for sure. As a matter of fact, wrestling as a whole this week, even though this week technically is the go-home shows for the event tomorrow, they were better this week than they were last week.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Well, let's get into wrestling news, because we only have one thing to really discuss this week, and that is the fact that the Hardy Boys are your new NXT Tag Team Champions, defeating Dark State at the what did they call it? Showcase, something like that.
It was Showdown.
Showdown, yeah. NXT versus TNA was a solid event. Did catch a little bits and pieces of it, but it was good. But the Hardys beating Dark State to win the titles, being dual champions in two different promotions, is fucking awesome.
Can we say that the Hardys now, once again, are a set of WWE champions?
Oh, yes. But I did see something today that kind of cracked me up a little bit. So they were talking about the fact that the NXT titles are supposed to be for developmental champions to grow from. Yet we've got two 50-plus-year-olds holding the tag titles. And the next title defense that they have is coming up next Sunday at Bound for Glory, when they take on the Dudleys in a tables match. For
winner take all, right?
Winner take all. Now tell me, how do you really feel about that? Are they really going to pass the titles to the Dudleys that quick? I don't think so, because I think Devon's just doing this as a one and done. Really,
he is.
So I would say they'll take the L.
You're 100% right. That spoils the match. But it's the freaking Hardys versus the Dudleys, dude.
Yeah, I mean...
Yes, the Dudleys.
Take us back to when wrestling was really, really, embedded in our heads, guys. The Dudleys, man. The Dudleys.
Absolutely Attitude Era vibes.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. All right, guys, let's get into SmackDown for the week because we still got SmackDown to do, and we also got some predictions to get to you guys. So SmackDown comes to us from Perth, Australia, right where, what is it, Crown Jewel, right? Yeah, it's going to take place.
Yeah.
Cody opens the show with a normal Cody Rhodes promo. Honestly and truthfully, it was a waste of about 15 minutes, but I'm sure it was just the WWE champion for his respected show getting his time in to make sure that he awes the crowd, I guess, so to speak. So, first 15 minutes of the show, basically wasted. You agree?
I agree.
Moving on then, that was a quick way to go about that. We get a backstage segment with Chelsea Green trying to fill up Stephanie Vaquer, and Vaquer's just not having it. So Tiffany Stratton walks into the picture. Chelsea goes away. Stephanie says that, they'll have each other's back tonight and may the best woman win tomorrow. Tiffy says they're on the same page. It's two faces facing each other tomorrow night. So, I mean, you got nothing but, mutual respect both ways. And you are absolutely right, Vinny. It usually is a waste of time.
It 100% waste of time was this segment as well, man. We get it. You guys are friends. That's cool.
But on a positive note, we did get 4 actual matches tonight. And with that being said, match number 1 was actually the U.S. Open Championship match. And it was Sami Zayn defending against Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, the only good thing to this is that they finally let Shinsuke go back to his old character, doing the music thing just like he used to without him having to do this stupid-ass samurai character that done nothing for him. That's right. Now, before the match even got started, though, we get a backstage segment with Jacob Fatu telling Cody that he's got next. Nick Aldis catches Fatu and says, "Hey, I want to chat with you about something. Come by the office," which Fatu is happy as hell to hear. But he didn't get to enjoy that as Drew McIntyre attacks from behind, starts destroying him until security gets back there to break him up. So we get into the match. It's a very hard-hitting match. I mean, it's Shinsuke. He's the king of strong style, and Sami Zayn is just doing everything he can to put over all talent that he takes on. This was a very solid match. It really looked like Shinsuke was going to win. He sets up for the Kinshasa, only for a masked character, or for a hooded character to grab his leg, pull him out from underneath the ring, and clothesline him over the barricade. It's then revealed that this is none other, and I called this shit a few weeks ago, but this is none other than a jacked up Tama Tonga making his way back in to Solo Sikoa's MFTs. They all 4 surround the ring. They attack Sami Zayn. They attack Shinsuke Nakamura, leave them both laying in the middle of the ring. Solo comes in. He's got a full freaking squad, and every one of them had war paint on. It looks so fucking cool.
All right.
Oh.
Let me stop you right there. Vinny, to respond to what you said,
hell yeah,
chat, man, Shinsuke has fell off. He has not been... Like the past 2 years or so, he's not had the same energy that he used to have in his matches, okay? He doesn't have the same vibes. They made him go with a heel character. This was face Shinsuke that came out tonight. Hoping for good things for him. Just really.
Wholeheartedly agree. I think this was the cleanest way to actually finish that match, to make either man still look good. So, but the MFTs, man... God, they look serious with that face paint.
Yes, they do. I like the face paint.
God,
I think it's a good idea.
That adds an element of oh shit to them, really.
Yeah, it made them look good, especially when they went face to face here in a little bit.
So we did actually get a match announcement for next week. Backstage, Nick Aldis tells Drew McIntyre that before he actually attacked Jacob Fatu, he was going to tell him that him and Fatu would settle their differences next Friday on SmackDown. So we know that match is going to take place. But before Drew really had time to really say anything, out of nowhere, here comes Jacob Fatu, and he destroys Drew for a minute until they get separated by security once again. I like it. It's 2 big men, and they're beating the hell out of one another. They used face paint in a previous... So, actually, Tama and Toa are known as the Gorillas of War. And that is the face paint they used when they were in New Japan Pro Wrestling. There's your fact check for the night, guys.
100%.
Love it. I love the fact that they're getting to pay homage to that, and I love the fact that WWE's allowing them to use that face paint the way they are.
Kudos to Madrox for knowing that.
Yes, yes. Kudos for that, brother. All right, so let's move on to match number 2, guys. It's a tag team match. It's Stephanie Vaquer and Tiffany Stratton taking on Julia and Kiana James. It was a decent match. The showcased both the champions. They both were able to get their movesets pretty solidly in. Kiana James, I'm sorry, I'm just going to say this right now. She needs to just go. Why they pulled her up to the main roster, I'll never understand. But no, and Vinny, have a good night, brother. Thank you for coming on. Anyway, we get to see the finish that shows Vaquer hit a big crossbody from the top rope onto Julia on the floor, and Tiffy hits the prettiest moonsault ever on Kiana James. 1, 2, 3, victory's over. They do a little face-to-face after the match with the Crown Jewel title, and again, guys, we're going to see 2 faces go at it tomorrow night, and we'll get into predictions right here in just a few minutes.
Yeah, man. I honestly, I like both these women.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to say, it's going to be one hell of a match tomorrow.
Oh, I agree. So backstage, Sol Ruca and Zarya run into Charlotte and Alexa. They tell them that, they feel as though they're ready. Charlotte and Alexa say they're not sure. Zarya and Sol Ruca say, hey, look, let us prove it to you. Give us a match. To which Charlotte and Alexa say yes. So sometime or another, guys, they didn't announce when, but we're going to get a tag team title match with Charlotte and Alexis Bliss versus Sol Ruca and Zarya. And I'm sure that Charlotte and Alexa will win that match because I feel as though they're trying to dissent Sol and Zarya away from one another, which needed to happen a long time ago. But
yeah,
a good way to get them both made onto the main roster. So
honestly, yeah, I think that both of them women, so Ruka and Zarya, I think that they make it one hell of a tag team. Because I think they are. I don't think they're championship material, not yet, but I definitely think they should be a serious force to be reckoned with.
Well, as most SmackDowns go, there was another tag team, and this next match was a tag team championship match, as the Street Profits look to regain the titles from the Wyatt Six. This match was good, back and forth. It looked like Street Profits may actually pull this out and win back those tag team titles. But there is 4 of the Wyatt Six, so even though B-Fab took out Nikki Cross, you still had Big Red to deal with. So Ford hits him with a front flip over the top rope on the outside, and Dawkins decided that he's going to do the same thing. But this leaves Ford kind of by himself. Ford goes to the top rope to hit his frog splash on a lying Gacy, only to have Loomis pull Gacy out of the way as he's coming down with the frog splash. They hit their tag team finisher, 1, 2, 3, and your Wyatt Six are still the WWE Smackdown Tag Team Champions. But after that...
Does it surprise you at all?
No, not at all. Not at all. After that, though... when they go to do their little pose and taunt or whatever they do, their little cinematic, the MFTs show up behind them, get in the ring. We have this huge stare down with Solo being in the front, Nikki Cross stepping up to him calling off the MFTs and stepping out of the ring and just basically telling them, hey, we got next.
Yeah, dude, this is where the face paint looked really fire.
Oh, my God.
Absolute fire.
That lighting and stuff, oh, my God, man, that was like, you couldn't have asked for better, like, some cinematics. That whole little, like, minute and a half they got right there.
Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
So they show footage from Miz telling, from Carmelo Hayes telling Miz, hey, I'm done with you. Going into the promo that he shot on Sami Zayn, only to eat a skull crushing finale from the Miz. So backstage, Miz says that he is the star and tells Melo that basically he missed. So I feel as though we're going to get a program there, and that's okay. Like, that's a good way to get Miz or to get Melo going. Miz is a good stepping stool Not going to sit there and take nothing away from Miz. Miz said it himself tonight.
Whoa.
He is a 2-time Grand Slam champion. The man has done it all. So if you're taking somebody like Carmelo Hayes, that I feel as though has not been used to his greatest of potential since coming to the main roster, you put him with Miz, let him have a good program, let him take a couple of dubs off of Miz, set himself up a little higher, see where we go from there. Agree, disagree on that?
I agree wholeheartedly.
So after that, guys, we get a vignette with Aleister Black and Damian Priest setting up for match number 4 and your main event of the evening, which was a last man standing match, Damian Priest versus Aleister Black. This match was everything you would want it to be in a last man standing type match. They used weapons, they used the steel steps. Man, Damian Priest hit 2 of the Razor's Edges onto Aleister Black, onto the announcer's table that never did break tonight, and he still made it up at 9. Both times. But we kept going. They got into the stands. Everything was going good. It looked like Damian Priest was going to take this from nowhere. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Zelina Vega comes into the picture. And if you all don't know, and Hat didn't know until I explained this to him earlier, but Zelina Vega and Aleister Black are actually married in real life. So it looked like she was just coming out to, tell Priest, hey, enough's enough, we're done, blah, blah, blah. Priest ain't having it. He takes the straps down, only for Aleister Black to throw a fireball, an actual fireball, in the face of Priest, stand up, hit Black Mass, watch Priest fall from the barricade, or from the banister, all the way down through a couple tables. 10 seconds later, the match is over. Aleister Black takes the victory with a huge assist to Zelina Vega tonight. What did you think about that?
The fireball, man, I hate leaning toward the supernatural. I know we've done it with Kane, Undertaker for years. There's always been somebody. But Aleister Black cannot shoot fire out of his hands, my guy. Come on. Like, stupid gimmicks.
Flame on!
Exactly. Stupid gimmicks. I'm all for the Damian Priest Aleister Black feud. I think Aleister Black is a wonderful wrestler. I think Damian Priest is a wonderful, wonderful talent as well. I think that the fireball was too much. A low blow from Zelina would have been better.
Yes.
Same effect. And why the fireball? Why the fireball? Because that's what I have to say.
They could have set that up that Zelina came in on the backside of Priest, done the low blow. Priest turned around to look to see it's Zelina. Zelina sat down to have him turn back around into a Black Mass kick with the same results. I don't see the fireball being a thing. It was cool to see, okay? It was cool to see because we haven't seen it in a very long time. So it was kind of cool to see it. But I do have to agree with Hat, guys. I don't think it was necessary.
Yeah, same thing could have been done with the low blow, man.
All right, Hat. We have 12 minutes till the hour, so I think that gives us plenty of time to do part 2 of the wrestling review tonight, and that's actually predictions for tomorrow's event.
Yeah, Crown Jewel is going to be off the chain. There's a lot of good matches on the card, but of course there are. It's Crown Jewel. So that just happens. Let's talk about match number 1.
All right.
And these are not in the order they're going to be tomorrow. This is just the order I yanked them off the WWE website. Match number 1 is, of course, for the Crown Jewel Men's Championship. We got Cody Rhodes taking on Seth freaking Rollins. I already said tonight that I think it's going to be Seth.
Yeah, Seth really
cannot afford to lose.
He can't.
So that Cody just doesn't need it. He already has a Crown Jewel win. He's got a ring already. So we're in agreement. Yeah, Seth.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that every year that needs to go to somebody different. I mean, look at the women's, for instance. Well, and you know, let's just go ahead and go into that match. Women's match for the same thing is Tiffany Stratton versus Stephanie Vacquer. However, what name do you not hear in that from last year? Liv Morgan. Why? Because she's injured.
Or Nia Jax.
Nia Jax was runner-up. Nia Jax was runner-up. You don't hear Gunther this year because he's injured. Nia Jax ain't even a fucking thought in the process in the world. Liv's out injured. So they have the two biggest women they have in WWE right now vying for that title tomorrow. And I'm happy to see that. My prediction, Tiffany Stratton wins. That puts asses in seats, yes.
Agreed.
Tiffany Stratton takes that win for this simple reason, and me and Hat discussed this earlier. She is not lost.
Yeah, we did.
We are almost halfway through October already. It means there's about a month and 3 weeks left in the year. Why would you stop something that's going so solid in its tracks for somebody that's already took a few losses this year and probably wouldn't care to take another one? Be smart about that, WWE. Tiffy time is now.
Tiffy time is now, but I can see the meme next year when she does lose. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
I can see it that, you know, Tiffy time was 2025. So,
and that's fine. Even so, the year of Tiffy time was 2025. Hey, the year of Tiffy time was 2025, guys. Like, she has been undefeated from all year long. There's no other wrestler in this company right now that can say that. None. Think about that for a second, guys. And yeah, in singles matches. I think she's lost a tag or two, but like in singles matches, like he just said, she is undefeated this year. And they make sure that they keep going on about the fact that she is undefeated this year. So if you're going to continue to like broadcast that, let it continue. Because you got a good one in there. And she's doing her work to make sure that you give her the opportunity that you are.
Match number 3, we got John Cena taking on AJ Styles. I think this goes to John.
I have to agree.
Do you know why?
Sure.
Okay, well then you obviously know why.
But tell the crew.
Cena, I will. John Cena took a devastating loss at the hands of Brock Lesnar, and he is on this retirement tour. And AJ is not done. So he will be in another year.
But he did confirm during the pre-show yesterday that he will retire in 2026. He said it himself. He will retire in 2026. And that's going to be a sad day. That's going to be another sad day in wrestling, guys.
We're about to see a lot of that, bro. We're about to see a lot of that.
A lot of ours. So, our age group is starting to retire, and it's very. I mean, we understand. You know, we're hitting 40, man. We understand. We getting old. We know what it feels like. But like we watch these guys growing up, and it's hard to see them go. But we understand that they have to go.
I mean, let's look at Triple H, man. Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Okay?
Oh yeah.
A few weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago, there was this big scandal, right, about a photographer taking pictures of him without a shirt on.
Yes.
And that blew up because he wasn't peak physical condition Hunter Hearst Helmsley. The man's 60-something now, isn't he? Yeah.
But, I mean, think about it. And, you know, we talked about this, and I actually got to think about this just a hair bit more. I seen a match the other day, just scrolling through some Facebook reels or something like that. But it was Sting and, I think it was Sting and, No, it was Sting and versus the Aces and Eights in TNA, right? And it had Hulk Hogan come out and rip his shirt off and stuff like that. In his 60s, he started to get a little bit of belly. He still had a nice muscle physique, and so did Triple H the other day. But you can't expect them to continuously drive the way that they did when they were in peak physical condition. Like, I'll be honest with you, I look better now at almost 40 than I did at 20.
Sure.
Like,
sure.
just...
by the way.
It's mind over matter. I always was a lazy person. I'll be straightforward and up with it. I've started getting into a workout routine and taking better care of myself, things like that. I feel better. I feel more like a 20-year-old now than I did at 20. If that makes any sense to anybody.
Congratulations to you.
Appreciate
and
you.
your libido, my friend.
Yes, sir.
The next match on the card is the Australian Street Fight. Roman Reigns taking on Bronson Reed.
Boring.
Thoughts?
I'm going to say
appreciate
Roman
it.
Reigns takes the victory on this one. I don't see any reason that Bronson Reed needs it. Roman Reigns really don't need it either. He don't need this match in general. Why does he have to do anything with Bronson Reed?
I agree. Roman takes this one because he was stretchered out a few weeks ago. And speaking of that, can we revel on the fact he missed an opportunity here?
What do you mean?
This could have been a very easy stretch. This could have been a stretcher match.
Could have.
We haven't had a stretcher match in a long time. This fit the bill to be a stretcher match.
Well, I mean, what are they going to do when they actually have Braun Breaker and Roman Reigns go at it? Call it the Battle of the Spears? I mean technically that's what it is, but you know, like,
I don't know.
Where's my lights
Yes,
at?
Roman. We support our tribal chief here.
We do.
Okay, so just saying. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky taking on Asuka and Kairi Sane. Again, I want to point out that this came from the WWE's website directly, and it does not say the Kabuki Warriors.
Well, it is the Kabuki Warriors. We all know them as the
know
Kabuki
that.
Warriors.
But again, I copied directly off the website, and it's Asuka and Kairi Sane, not Kabuki Warriors.
That's crazy. Actually, as a matter of fact, they had it as Kabuki Warriors on the freaking thing we just watched earlier.
I know.
So weird, ain't it? I mean, it's weird how they do that.
Up.
Anyway, hands down,
I
faces
think
in
right
this
there-
match.
Yeah, faces. Full on agree.
So I mean,
I
this
think
event's
full well
pretty.
that is a sign of things to come.
Yeah, so we agree on every match this event. There's no. I think I'm gonna change it. Nothing like that. I mean, honestly and truthfully, it's a go home event. They're going over to a country that loves their face characters. Okay, the only heel character going to win tomorrow is Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
and that's just because it sounds so much better to do it that way. Cody Rhodes does not need it.
I would be surprised. I will be genuinely surprised if tomorrow when we have to come on this review and we got any of these matches wrong.
I agree with that.
But it's possible. So.
But with that being
It's
said,
possible.
guys, that's Raw, wrestling news, SmackDown, and predictions for you guys tonight in less than 45 minutes. So we count that as a dub.
That's an Ollie Davis quote.
So anyway, with that being said, guys, that's going to conclude the Rev X Wrestling review for this evening. We want to thank everybody that's came on tonight, and we're going to go ahead and give about a 30-second pause here to let anybody come up on the stage if you'd like to and chat some wrestling with us before we decide to close out the stream. So we'll go ahead and give you about half a minute, see what happens. In that time, I want to thank you all so much for coming on to watch the stream. We greatly appreciate it. Myself and MJ, we do this honestly with a passion and love for the sport. We have been wrestling fans since I can fucking remember. Been a long time.
If we got no takers on the stage, and again, you'd have to let us know in chat because we forgot to start the stage.
Oh, way to go!
That's a thing. That's a thing.
Whoops.
You and I both are still sitting in the admin den.
Yeah, I see that. We're just going to stay there.
But it's
yeah.
If anybody does want to come up, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Let us know in the chat right quick, guys. No?
So,
okay.
what do you give this? What do you give this event? What do you give SmackDown?
SmackDown gets a 4 from me tonight. Matches were solid. The build for everything was good. We got a solid match for next week. Like, there wasn't really any follies. There wasn't any really boring spots, minus Cody Rhodes at the beginning, but they had to give him his time. But after the Cody thing, like, everything else made up for it. We had, 3 tag matches tonight?
Yeah.
And a singles match? And, I mean, SmackDown is sadly starting to be known more as, the tag team central, which is fun. They have enough talent.
Higher tag team division.
Like, that they can do it, so... But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. Again, I'm Buddha, that's MJ Hat, and this has been the Revolution X Wrestling Review for 10/10. We done SmackDown, Raw, Wrestling News, which there wasn't really any news this week except for the tag teams. And we done the predicts for Crown Jewel tomorrow. So anyway, guys, we will be live again tomorrow night, right?
Yes.
Not sure exactly what time in, so make sure that you're following us. Subscribe to the YouTube channels. That way you know when we do go live. But we will be live tomorrow night with a review of the Crown Jewel event. Obviously, we're not going to be doing that as soon as it happens because, well, that happens at, 8 in the morning? So I'll get to watch most of it live because I have to be at work at 8:30. So it works out pretty cool.
Not me. Tomorrow night after the STFC stream was what I thought we were doing. So
yeah. That'll give us time. Probably look for us about 11:30 tomorrow night, guys. For real. 11:30 sounds about right. Maybe even about midnight. Just look for that notification to go live, and we will be there with you guys for sure. But until tomorrow night, guys. There we go. Yeah, we'll post in the Discord. But anyway, guys, on behalf of myself, Buddha, that's MJ Hat. And we will catch you on the flip side, guys. Later. Peace out.
Deuces. I don't know how we beat that ad. But we did.